downstairs. I hope this don't buffer because I'm actually upstairs, but it probably will buffer. And if it does, let me know so that way I can go downstairs because I'm nervous about this. I hope this is working. Hey, Mama 12. I'm hoping this is working. Hey, Renee. So, I was having a conversation with somebody, and I figured I'd go live and talk to you guys about the copyright strike. Class was good. Class was real good. Hey, Aqua. So I figure I do a live and we talk. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Jackie. Because I know there's some people that are new on my channel and some people are trying to do YouTube. So I figured, why not? Yes. Hey. Oh, it's closed today? Open tomorrow. Close the next day. Hey guys. Nana just came in. 3 days. For 3 days. Oh. They didn't give us no notice or anything? Straight. Oh. Oh, that's weird. Hey guys. So yeah, I wanted to have this kind of conversation because I know some people are probably confused about the whole strike and the copyright striking and stuff. And I did a series like this a while ago, and I actually have those videos up. You guys can go watch them. You can form your opinions if you wish about me, about the situation. It's fine. However, so I was having a conversation with, I don't know who it was that was behind the thing. Why were you in the hospital all day? Oh no, what happened? Hold on. I mean, I might have to mute you real quick. Everybody on live. Hey guys, I'm sorry. I'm talking to Nana about something like personal, so I'll be right back real quick. I'm sorry. All right, sorry guys. I was talking to Nana about something that happened today. I was like, I know, right? Man, I was in school though. School, I'm pretty much already like frustrated with rhetoric class, so that's probably why I'm doing this now because it's on my mind and I like to analyze things because of this dumbass rhetoric class. It's driving me crazy, guys, because now like the things that I don't want, I already overthink. So like now that I'm doing this class, it's like making me want to think about everything, like analyze every single thing, and it's frustrating because I already think enough as it is. But anyways, the topic of today, I wanted to talk about whether if you can lose your channel or not based off of the rules from the copyright strikes that's on YouTube support. It's right there. The information is available for you to read if you would like to read it. But end the final short version of this is that yes, you lose your channel. If a lot of you guys have been following me for a while, you guys probably remember that one channel, that one T channel, Vox Populi. Remember that channel? Their channel got striked down, and they lost their whole channel. She made a second channel, but even that channel, she hasn't, like, I believe she's around, but she's not really around like that. However, you can lose your channel. That's the short answer. The long answer is that it takes a while for that to happen. So if you do decide to strike, or if you do get a strike, I'm going to give you the answers on how to either avoid it, or if it happens to you, how you get through it. Because I know a lot of people probably don't read the rules or really pay attention or care. But for some of those of you guys that are new and are asking me questions about how like you're having a YouTube channel and stuff like this, this is pretty good information to know, because if you somehow end up using the wrong music, this also includes in that too, because you know some companies and some people may have their settings set up to where you have a copyright takedown of a video if you have music or a movie scene or something like that in your video. So this is, you know, pertaining to you as well. Hey everyone coming in. I'm sorry if I didn't catch you guys. And so yeah. So it takes YouTube changed the rules on copyrights since my last video because of there was a huge uproar and a huge issue with spammers going after gamer channels. And what they were doing was they were pretty much blackmailing gamer channels into sending them money in order for them to get their channel back. So this is what kind of made the new changes when it comes to copyright strikes. So if somebody strikes you multiple times, say if they choose to strike you 3 times because you made a video about them, or you use so much of their music, or there was an issue with, you know, you playing something in the background, whatever the case may be. If it happens continuously, YouTube will try and lump 3 videos into one strike, and they do that with all 3 strikes. However, even if you get the 3 strikes, if you are a YouTube partner, you do have a 7-day grace period to where you are not to be striked. You have like immunity, pretty much. So it takes a while for the strikes to even happen. So it takes a while, even though it's automatic, meaning like if somebody strikes you, it just automatically pops up. You know what I mean? However, it's not something that you can just automatically do now because of the situation that happened before, where you know accounts were getting shut down because spammers wanted money for these channels. So and it's very common. You just have to look up the articles. There was a lot. It was a really huge thing back then. And if you also follow the mukbang community as well, there was a huge thing with Veronica Wang where she was striking reaction channels that would do compilation videos about her with like, you know, different, making them funny kind of a thing. So she striked a whole bunch of channel, had a channel get shut down. Eventually, you know, she apologized and removed the strikes from that person and they got their channel back. But it does take a long time if you do get a channel shut down, meaning that like your channel is going to be completely gone. it can be a fast process depending on how slick the person is when they strike, or what happens with, like, if it's automatic with a content ID. That's somebody that signs up for it because they have music or they don't want their videos out there on YouTube. And then they have a copyright claim on an item. I'm all over the place, but you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. And if you have any questions, you guys can just throw out the questions. So if somebody gives you if you get the 3 strikes and YouTube says your channel is going to be shut down, it usually says that your channel is going to be shut down within 10 days. And what happens with that is that you have a right to dispute every single claim, but you have to dispute every single one individually. And what that does is that basically tells YouTube that you are countersuiting, because when somebody strikes you, that means that the person is striking down the video, because it violates their rights, meaning that the video is not in fair use. However, there is a fine line when it comes to the fair use, because it does not mean that you can criticize and belittle and, harass or, degrade somebody. Or if you want to, think about the music or the video or whatever, sometimes in certain instances, like if you decide to counter, it's because in your video, you were at a grocery store or you was at an event and music was playing in the background. You can actually dispute that and get that video back. Even if the music in the background is not yours, you just have to dispute it and say, hey, YouTube, this was a mistake because I'm not intentionally copywriting this person's music. I was at an event, and YouTube will, in most cases, give it back to you. So, for me personally, when there's a dispute of anything, a claim of anything, I usually dispute it, because 9 out of 10 YouTube will be like, okay, you're right, and give it back to you. So even if you're in the wrong and it was intentional or whatever, you can still dispute it. I would still dispute it personally. I would, because you never know. Sometimes the other party be like, I really don't care. It's a small channel. It helps promote me or something like that. And then they'll take it off. Because YouTube is really the middleman of the whole situation between you and the person that filed the claim. Or you can go directly to that person and say, hey, can you remove the strike? But it's just easier when you have YouTube kind of helping you out throughout the process. So if that happens, if you do get the channel strike down, you have to dispute every single claim that was given to you. And by doing that, the person has to take that information, and they have 10 business days to go to the actual court. You have to actually go to the court and file a civil suit against you for copyright strike, for the copyright law or whatever, the Fair Use Act. And then they have to take those the papers that they filed, and take it and submit it to YouTube and say, hey, I actually filed this because I believe I have the evidence to prove that this person, without a doubt, intentionally used my shit to gain money. That's pretty much it. But it takes a process. It takes a long time. You do have to give the person time. You have to give them 10 days or whatever the case may be. And then after they file it, you have to take time for you to get the paperwork. And you do have to file, like when you dispute it, you have to fill out all your information, like your first government name, your last government name, your phone number, your address, your email. They want to know everything because involves the courts. So, that was a lot that I covered in that short period of time. However, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. But that is pretty much the dispute of it. I just wanted to give y'all the main points. Yeah, YouTube does provide music. It's the audio library. You have to go in a studio to look for it on the sidebar, if I can remember correctly. Well, it's on the side to y'all. But yeah, it'll be on the sidebar. But yeah, YouTube provides free music. And you can even ask like friends or family or people that you may know that does beats or raps. Just pick something that you actually like. But you can, and then there's people on YouTube that actually are willing to, exchange and collab that kind of way. So yeah, I mean, you can reach out to other people that do music on YouTube and say, be like, hey, can you make music for me? Or would you like me to promote any of your songs that you want me to promote for free or something like that? It's up to you. However you want to do it. Oh yeah, the law is definitely catching up with social media because social media and technology is growing so it's growing so much that the law is really trying to protect, but at the same time, it seems like it's kind of limiting it. Is it the same as doxing a person who could get sued or arrested for that? Um, you can strike for that. I mean, that's where I'm saying like the lines of the Fair Use Act. A lot of people are confused with this, saying that well, I can do it because I'm doing constructive criticism. However, YouTube and their support, it specifically says that you cannot dogpile, you cannot have abusive content, you cannot have explicit content in your videos. And if it's a fine line that where YouTube is like, okay, well, technically they didn't steal your content, but yet you're discussing something about this person and it's a violation of their rights because it's the content that you're describing and you're talking about. You can't use somebody else's content and degrade them and humiliate them. But as for doxing, doxing is only illegal if you disclose somebody's home address, their social security number, where they work, their phone numbers, um, that kind of stuff. Doesn't say anything about like social media, public records. That's not doxing. Or their name. That's not doxing either. Yeah, some people they reach out to me sometimes about music, but if I use somebody's music, it'll be in a description box. I try. I try to put the music in the description box because you guys always ask me about where I get my music from, and I get my music from Epidemic Sounds. That's where I get my music from, and also the audio library that's free. So if you don't feel like paying for the money to get your songs, use the free stuff. And the same thing with like you also have to watch out for like movies and certain video clips and stuff like that. I usually try to stick to like if I use like a video clip of a movie or something, I try to stick to like 3 seconds, same as if you're doing like a song. So if you can, I mean, you can get away with copyright songs and video and stuff. It's just you have to limit it to like a couple of seconds. That's like the sneak way of doing it. If you're wondering, I mean, you can get away with it. It's just you have to be slick with it. It can't be more than like I want to say 6 seconds. Don't go over 6 seconds. 6 to 8 seconds. Kaya's doing good. He's home and he's getting better slowly but surely. So yeah, long story short, like I said, it's it's not that easy to do a strike down on a channel now like it used to be, but it's possible. You can definitely lose your channel, and it's been done before. Last year, I want to what that was that last year, if I remember. I'm amazed that he pulled through too. So yeah, that was about last year, and Vox Populi was the channel that got shut down. I mean, I like their channel though. I ain't gonna front. The channel was nice. It's like it was like the hot tea, if I remember correctly. It was good. But yeah, but I would just be careful with anyone. I'm just saying it's possible. And yes, if you give out a whole bunch of strikes that are false and not intentionally, like you know what I mean, like you're really striking it down, you can lose your channel if the person decides to dispute the claims and um they decide to countersuit and say, no, this is not true, I'm not doing that, or whatever the case may be. And they can request that your channel gets shut down completely. like meaning you lose your channel and any other additional channels that you have with it. So if you hand out a whole bunch of strikes, be sure to be following the rules and the actual law that goes with it. So if somebody's using your content or if they're referencing your content, it has to be them violating the terms and conditions of YouTube itself, as well as your rights when it comes to your content. Um, so, however, I never come from that one. No, I'm not saying it's just, everybody's not saying things that are malicious. And what I mean by dogpiling, I mean, let's be realistic. We know what explicit language is. That's curse words, obviously. And it's also, abusive behavior and abusive content. We know what that is. I mean, I really don't have to go into details about what it is, but basically, I mean, let's be realistic. Yeah, I mean, if you're not and if your comments are not malicious and, you're not allowing it to be just a hub or an environment for people to just degrade and trash people, then you'll be fine. You ain't gotta worry about that. But I'm just telling you the process of it, so that way if it does happen to you, because I don't want people to, not know their rights. I mean, you have every right to dispute every claim that comes at your way. And but I just want you to be prepared and be patient, because if it does get to the point where you have all these claims and YouTube says that we're going to shut your channel down, your channel will be shut down. But in that time frame, you need to put in those disputes, so that way my nose. So that way in the process, even though your channel is shut down, YouTube is going to still follow through with the process of sending it out to the other person that's striking you, and then they have to do the work and go file the paperwork. So even though the person is dishing out all these strikes, they have to come out of pocket if you dispute it and say, okay, this person is actually doing it. They actually have to go to court and follow the paperwork, because if they don't provide YouTube the proof that you are actually doing this or whatever, then you can get your channel back. And then, mind you, remember, strikes don't last that long. I think they expire after a certain amount of time. So if you get 1 or 2 strikes, don't stress about it, because after like 6 months or 12 months or something like that, strikes disappear. But if you get the strike, the whole thing shutting down, then yeah, just be patient, because it takes a long time for it to come back. And I want everybody to know that it's on both sides. It's fair. You know what I mean? Like I'm neutral in this process, because if somebody strikes and I understand why they're striking, because they feel like the video was malicious and degrading and stuff, okay. But the person that got the strikes, if they feel like it's not true, they have a right to fight back. So I'm just being fair. Giving all the info, so everybody knows. Because not everybody knows the nitty gritty about it. Okay, it says here that the copyright strikes expires after 90 days. So if somebody sends you a strike, it expires in 90 days. But if you get the channel shut down, you have to dispute all of them in order for you to get your channel back. Because once your channel's gone, it's gone, and you have to restart a whole new one. Unless you put in a notice and say, hey, this is wrong. Especially if you have a channel shut down. And I've seen it happen a lot. People get their channel shut down from channel shutdowns. It's just not like it used to be, where you can just do 3 strikes and your channel is done. Not like it used to be. You just have to keep striking. I mean, the best way from what I've seen, was to strike 1 video a day, because if you do 3 strikes back to back, YouTube's gonna lump them all together, because it's automatically going to hit you as spam and then assumes that you're like intentionally doing something on purpose, if that makes sense. So if you do 1 strike a day, it doesn't come off like that. I don't know. It's just it's the only way to trick the system, the bots. Because YouTube has a lot of bots where it basically it's like, nope, you're spam, you're a bot, you're, and that's why they're doing it the way they're doing it now, because that was the issue before. People get 2 strikes and then they'll email the person and be like, I want $5,000 in order for you to get your channel back, because they'll hack the channel. Some of them they'll hack the channel. Some of them they do crazy shit. So yeah, that's all I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about. I mean, it's very confusing, but at the same time, know your rights. Do some reading. It's not gonna hurt you, especially if y'all want to make some money off of here. I mean, don't you read the handbook at your job if you get a 9 to 5? I mean, I'm just saying. If you get a 9 to 5 job, you better be reading the employer's handbook. It's the same thing if you're gonna be doing YouTube. That's all. But I hope everyone's having a great day. My eyes are burning because these contacts. I think it's these contacts that I'm having issues with. And I got Visine and it's not working. I need something for like dry eyes. I need something for dry eyes. And I don't even know how to put these in. Like, I'm struggling on how to put contact, like, eye drops in. But I got homework to do. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do no homework. Well, technically, I don't have any homework. I can do homework to be ahead, but I don't feel like doing it. If I do homework, it's just to be ahead. Because I did my acting paper. I had to do a reflection on the techniques that we learned in class and in the book. I need to study these lines. I need to study these lines for this class. These lines here. I am the person that's in B. Oh, I don't know. What drama? No, I was just talking. I don't know who it was behind the channel that I was talking to. I was talking to Clout Chasers, and they were talking about how Chris made the video saying channels, and they were saying that there's nobody needs to worry. And I'm like, no, girl, you need to worry. Like, everybody needs to worry because your channel could be gone. Oh, hey, Kevin, how are you feeling? I know Celeste was telling us what happened. So it's possible you can lose your channel. I'm just saying, be very afraid. Be very afraid and watch what you're putting out. That's pretty much it. Just watch what you're saying, I should say. It's what you're saying and how you're saying it. Just be careful with what you're saying because you can lose your channel. And if you even if you dispute it and YouTube, and you may not even get your channel back, and YouTube will review your channel and be like, you violated the terms. You're over here dogpiling. You're over here harassing and being abusive and all these things, and they won't give your channel back. And even if you're not being abusive and you have a whole lot of cursing in your channel, they're not gonna give you your channel back. I'm just saying, be very afraid. Be scared. But you also got rights too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying you got rights. But yeah, I gotta do this, and basically I have to come up with 2 different scenarios on how to perform this in acting class tomorrow. That's what I need to do. I really don't want to do it. I'm gonna have to make Leon do this with me. And I actually have to do like the different techniques. I actually have to implement them and this, and I like being goofy and acting. I like this class. This class is fun. It's just I don't want to memorize the words. I'm a mess. I just I need to take these contacts out. That's my issue. My eyes are driving me crazy. I've been wearing these contacts since I put on this makeup this morning. Right before I put on my makeup, that's how long I've been wearing contacts. And usually contacts always does this to me. It never fails. I should just do LASIK surgery. I'm gonna save some money and get some LASIK surgery. It's probably not gonna happen for another year or two, but I need something. Yeah, I had to do that homework, and class was good today. I have to do another in my one class. I have to prepare for my presentation on Wednesday. And also I need to fix the slides in the class. My group is cool. I like my group. I think we'll be fine. We ain't got no issues. The assignment is easy. He pretty much just was like, "Hey Stephanie, hey Sierra." He just pretty much was like, "It's your choice how you want to do it. Just here's an idea, a couple ideas, and run with it, and present it how you want to present it." And he's recording it. I'm gonna see if I can get somebody in the class to record our speech. I don't know. I like recording stuff like that, just so I can see myself and like see where I can do better at in my speech. And then my other class, I have to write an analysis of rhetorical theory on magazines. I'm doing the lore because the lore is the easiest thing that I can think of because I can actually break it down. Because it's a beauty magazine. That's like the easiest thing I could think of. And my teacher, even my teacher was like, "Yep, yep, bye." So yeah, I have homework I need to get done. I'm not trying to do it. Not really. I want to take all this makeup off and take these contacts out. Watch I take these contacts out and I feel like I done took the bra off. I'm gonna go take these contacts out. That's what's bothering me. And I'm surprised that I didn't buffer during all this because the internet is really weird in my it's driving me crazy. So how's everyone's Monday going? I just wanted to have a little discussion and warn people that like, girl, you gonna lose channel. They hand out strikes. You're gonna be losing your channel, girl. I told y'all, help me, help you, help me. Let's work together. Let's collab. Let's work together. There's no need to be competing with each other. Let's make this money. Like I'm just saying, like let's make this money. Jeez, no need to be fighting. It's not that serious. Woosah, zen, burn some sage, smoke a blunt, something. It's not that serious. Oh, when did you have surgery? I hope you get better. Speedy recovery. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got paper towels. Everybody wants to make money. Let's make money. Woo woo. I'm just saying. Ouch. Ain't nothing wrong with that, girl. Sometimes you gotta take a step back. I do sometimes. That's why I be going MIA on y'all. I do. That's why I disappear. Because sometimes you need a mental break from YouTube and social media in general. Sometimes I take a break from Facebook and Instagram and all that. Sometimes you need to unplug from the technology. Ain't no wrong with that. That's what I'm saying. Let's make some money. Let's support each other. It's not for everybody. Oops. Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I do? I don't know what I did, guys. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just some people just want that fast money and hurry up and get monetized. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But you ain't gotta do all that. I want $1. Where's my dollar? He handing out money. He handing out money, so why not? Yeah, it was those contacts. Ooh, they was irritating my eyes. Ooh, I feel better now. I had to take them out. I don't even know what I think what I have is the AccuView 2 or something like that. Oasis or something like that. I think I might have to change the, the contacts. I think it's the contacts. Ooh. I'm just saying, if he handing out money, Papa handing out money. I'm just saying, I want some money. I want $1. So I don't know why people think like I know I'm being silly. Papa's always giving the kids money. Not me. No, I'm kidding. I give them money when they do stuff they ain't been at to do, which is pretty often more than they used to. Usually, I had to tell my kids to do something. Now they just do random stuff. Like, oh, okay, you trying to get paid? Okay. Look, like, yep. You trying to get paid? Paid. In the park? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. They're a mess. Oh, you're back. I took my contacts out. Now I feel better. My daughter told me to buy the system CJ So Cool use. From what my son says, a lot of people use it. What system? Hey, K Lovely. What system does he like? Does he have like a YouTube system? Is that what that is? He figured out a way to market. Hmm. I don't knock it. Editing system. He probably uses Final Cut Pro. That's what a lot of YouTubers, well, the bigger ones use. They use Mac computers and they use Final Cut Pro. Um, I use Power Director because it's similar to that. Because I refuse to get away from Windows. I am that one of those people that is just like I still want Windows 95 type of person. I'm old. I'm so old school. Oh, okay. But yeah, like I'm so old. I just want to stick to Windows and Androids. I don't know. Which one? I wonder which one he uses. I know there's Adobe Photoshop too. I mean, Photoshop they have one too. Um, there's a couple of them. I'm trying to think. I'm just saying, y'all remember the Oregon Trail with the real floppy disk? Yeah, I used two different ones too. I use a color grading program, and then I use an actual editing program. I don't use the same ones. And then like when I edit my pictures, I use two different programs for editing my pictures too. Well, my thumbnails. I use Power Director. Uh, what is it called? It's a Cyberlink Photo Director, and then I also use Color Director. Um, Rarely do I ever use Audio Director, but then I also use PicMonkey for my pictures as well. I use a bunch of different stuff to edit my videos and my pictures. But just if you don't want to spend the money, just use the free shit. I don't knock nobody that uses the free stuff. Use it. Use the free stuff. That's how I got started, especially when it came to blogging. My first blog was on blogspot.com. I'm just saying, just use the free shit. Makes no difference. You still gonna get the same uh attention as like somebody that invests the money into it. It doesn't hurt. Yeah, girl. It's worth it to invest, but that's only if you're gonna really do this shit and be consistent. Because if you're not gonna be consistent and you're not gonna actually do it, then you just wasted your money. Like if you're really gonna do it, spend the money and get those videos out, girl. I'm just saying, like it just makes no sense to buy all this stuff. Like there's a lot of software, and the reason why I'm saying that is because don't do what I did. You know what I'm saying? I bought a lot of software and a lot of programs for the whole year subscription, and I never used them. I mean, I used them like maybe once or twice. Don't do me. Same thing with my blog. Like I pay for it and I rarely ever use it. But that's because just like I have a lot going on, and so it's like hard for me to find that. I don't know what it's called. That 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 passion, the bliss. Hey, mommy on the budget. I don't know why I'm tired. Not like I did a whole lot today. Yeah, and when you go to film school, they give you the good shit. That's from what I heard. I heard that when you go to film school, they give you the good stuff. But I'm using YouTube as a way to like try and find dialogue and to talk to you guys and discuss different things because I am so like I've always been the type of person that likes to know what other people think and other people's thoughts and opinions and beliefs. I don't know, I've always been that type of person. I don't know, I'm always I've always been a very open-minded person, and I've always been the type of person that likes to discuss and build and share things that, like, I don't know. I've always been like that. Even on my, like, my personal page, like, people be like, "You post too much." I know, I do. But if you just answer my fucking question, we will be fine. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just joking, but I'm just saying, like the whole point of social media and the whole point of technology is to connect with other people. So it just makes no sense why you just be on YouTube just to scroll. Like, why are we not interacting with each other? If we're not going to interact with each other face to face, why not interact with each other online then? Like, that just makes no sense to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but it's just weird. Like, why not? Like the whole like for me, I feel like social media is all about conversation. Doesn't matter what the conversation is, whether if we agree or disagree, why can't we just have a conversation and get to know each other and connect and interact with people and build and grow and find our community in our tribe. I mean, I thought that's what social media was about. Maybe that's just me. I don't know what I did with my phone. I'm always moving stuff. I don't know what I do with my phone. But then there's times where you do have to unplug. I'm just saying, because I know I need to unplug sometimes. I'd be like, whoa, okay, I'm overloaded. I'm overloaded. It's time to unplug and binge watch on something. And that's usually how I deplug is like reading something or binge watching on something or just turning off the computer altogether and spend time with my family, my kids, or watch a movie with them. That's the catch 22. I feel that YouTube has become too personal considering it's a business. I mean, and but you can't be personal in business though. I mean, that's what they say in Forbes. Like you can't take things personal when it comes to business. Like it doesn't work that way. It never has. That makes no sense. You can't take things seriously and you can't take it personal when it comes to business. You gotta be focused on that money and a different content. You gotta be focused on that work. That is true, chef. Like I don't consider myself a brand. I don't have merch. I don't have like a real intro. Like I don't really consider myself a brand. Right, it's just entertainment. Entertainment, it's a way to interact with other people and to show people what they want you to see. I'm Gucci. You're a mess. Um, but yeah, like I don't know. I was thinking about it a lot because I follow this one girl on YouTube, on Instagram. Her name is Alex Wolf, and she's like this. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like she's like her brain, and she's younger than me, and her brain when it comes to like technology and like how she formulates it, it's very eye opening to say the least, because technology and she's like the main person that made me think about like where would social media go, where is YouTube would go, because I do see a lot of that question all the time is like, oh well, if YouTube shuts down, what are these people going to do? And she made me really think about it, like think about YouTube in a way is like YouTube is not going anywhere. If you look at any of the studies on social media and it's like it's just going up on the charts, like social media is not going anywhere. Well, I appreciate that, Stephanie. But really, it's the way I look at YouTube for me is like YouTube is like reality TV, or TV in general, because there, you have the how tos, you have the tutorials, and when if you think about it, like the mukbang area is also in the cooking community. It reminds me of like the Food Network. um, the family vlogs kind of remind me of TLC. Um, then you have the beauty makeup, which was like what Fashion Runway and um all that. I don't know. I to me, but the only difference is there's no networks, there's no contracts, and you cut out all the middleman. You know what I mean? So it's like you cut out all the extra bullshit in between, and it's these people behind the screen holding the camera, and they're the ones that's in charge of the producing and the directing and the scripts and the editing and everything. Like they're the ones that are in control of everything. So it's like I don't know. It's just very fascinating because you get to see people for who they are, for how they want the world to perceive them, and whether if it's true or false, that's for us to decide. And it's very interesting to see how people live and how they are and who they are as a person, in their culture. That I think for me, out of everything, it's the culture that really fascinates me about watching other people on YouTube. It's the culture because um, people's culture is never the same. And even in like, we have that black culture and we have the Asian culture. Even in every single family dynamic, it's not the same. If you think about it, it's really not the same. Yeah, that's the thing. Like the people that are behind the camera and are in charge of these channels, they show you who they want you to perceive them as. Same as me. I do it. I'm not gonna sit here in front and act like I don't showcase a certain part of my life to make y'all perceive me as a certain way. Um, but let's be realistic. Who really wants to be out here on YouTube perceived as a horrible person or as somebody that's like a shitty parent or a fucked up spouse? You know what I mean? Like nobody really wants to be perceived that way. Everybody wants to be looked at as if they're a good person deep down. Hey T. So, is it really fake or is it really people trying to seek validation from people that they really don't know? Hmm, you know, I'm just saying, because everybody's fucked up in some way. Hey, Miracle, I'm just saying, like, I mean, does it really make like? I mean, I don't know. It's a good question. Like, are people really being fake, or are they really seeking validation from people they really don't know, and in hopes that people see the good in them? No, I don't know anybody that striked anybody's channel. I was just sharing that because I was having a conversation with somebody from the Cloud Chasers, and they were saying that um in the video that nobody needs to worry, and I'm thinking like, girl, yes, worry, 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 because your channel can get striked, and it will be gone, and then you'll be struggling trying to get it back. Yeah, you can see who puts the strikes on them, but if the person disputes, you have to get all their personal information so that you can take that strike, that information, and actually go file a civil suit against that person. So, and I know a lot of people are probably not going to be that comfortable with putting their names out there and their personal information out there for people to possibly dox, because not everybody has the same morals and the same beliefs, and a lot of people have said some really nasty things for them to go ahead and dox somebody. So I'm just saying. And doxing somebody's name is not that's not doxing. I mean, telling somebody's name, that's not doxing. No, I don't know if any channels are being striked. I'm just saying it was just a conversation I was having with the Cloud Chasers because they did a reaction video on Chrissy talking about that they were gonna strike. She was gonna strike people and they were saying ain't nobody got nothing to worry about. And I'm like, girl, yes you do. I'm like, yes you do. You better worry. Everybody needs to worry. I don't know. Were you around Brit when Vox Populi was around? I don't know if he was around for that. I know Risha was around for that. Only it's like I don't only know it's like few people that know remember Vox Poppy. Yeah, and remember how her channel got strike down? I'm like, did people forget this? Like, her channel got strike down. Oh, it's went that far. Yeah, it's went that far to where channels have gotten striked before, and it was by Olivia and Joe and what's that Joe and that girl. They both striked that channel down, and they lost their channel. So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to let everybody know. Be wary. And if you get the strike down, you can dispute. Yeah, Joel and Lauren. Yeah, it was Joel and Lauren and Olivia, and they striked Vox Populist channel, and they lost their whole channel, and they didn't get it back because she didn't dispute any of it. And I don't. And then she made a second channel though, but she didn't. I don't think she disputed it because you have to give up your personal information. You have to give up your full government name, your full address, not a PO box, like your real legit address where you lay your head at, your phone number, and all that. But while your channel is shut down, um, YouTube will review your channel because if you dispute it and you feel like you're okay with it, you're like, fuck that bitch. I'm going to dispute this shit. Take my ass to fucking court, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how some people feel, but I'm just saying that's how I feel. But I'm just saying, if you do that, YouTube will review your channel, and if you are like degrading and bashing and humiliating and not really being nice, YouTube will not return your channel. Even if you're not being degrading or anything like that, but you're cursing a lot in your videos, YouTube will not give you your channel back. So yes, it has gotten to that point. So that's what I'm saying. If Chrissy's saying she's gonna start sending out strikes, yeah, she can and she will. Oh yay! Akina has a TikTok. What is it called? Akina Bakuko. I don't know nothing about that. But she got like 300 followers. But yeah, it's possible. It can happen. I mean, it'll take a while because they changed the rules on striking. They changed the rules. So like, if you get one strike, it expires in 90 days. But if you strike continuously back to back, it automatically triggers the system to think that you're a spam or a bot or something like that. So that lumps all the strikes into one. So you gotta be slick with it when you do the strikes. I'm sorry if I'm distracting you from meal pilling, and I'm supposed to be doing homework, girl. And I'm not. I'm supposed to be memorizing these lines for tomorrow and coming up with 2 different scenarios. Yeah, just so if people are wondering. But yeah, that was like her channel went down. I remember was it Kiara and Desmond? I know Kiara striked Desmond and he lost his channel. That's another example. Veronica Wang, she striked a reaction channel and they lost their whole channel. Who else? I'm trying to think. I think that's all I really know. I know there's other incidents that happened, but yeah, reactors, be very afraid. I'm just saying. Be very afraid. You might want to clean up your channel. I'm just saying. For those that were coming in that didn't know what I was like, hear the information. Be very afraid. Yeah, so it's possible you could lose your channel. But I mean, and then I also said that if you're just handing out strikes and you have no basis behind why you're handing out those strikes, you can lose your channel in return if the person decides to dispute and countersuit you back and be like, "Hey, I want your channel gone." I'm just saying, know the risk, know the risk, and know your rights. I don't think anybody's gonna strike you. No, you get paid on multiple channels. You don't get paid on just one channel. If you have multiple channels, you get paid on all those channels. But if you lose your YouTube channel, that's your moneymaker. You're done. If you have multiple channels linked to one email or one account, then yeah, you can lose all those channels. Like for me, I have all my kids' channels linked under mine because obviously I made it when they were underage. Um, if somebody strikes me and takes down all my channels, I lose all those channels. And same goes for if they countersue. Olivia been striking channels. She don't care. She's been striking channels. Olivia striked a couple of channels. Okay. I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, if you're not really saying anything bad and you're doing like a good reaction video, you should be fine. I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, she has every right to fight it. I don't see nothing wrong with the reactors fighting back and saying no. I don't see nothing wrong with that. It's in their right. I mean, you have to go to report the video and I don't know. I've never done it. I think you have to let me go find out. Oh, and then they also have copyright school, just so y'all know too. In some cases you have to go to copyright school. That's why I said it takes a minute for you to actually for a channel to get shut down because YouTube changed the rules around because of channels getting hit with blackmail and demanding ransom for the channels. The reason behind it is funny because damn. People getting their channels held for ransom, so that's why YouTube changed the rules on striking channels and giving people like a leeway on not getting their channel completely taken down. But it's still possible. You can still get your channel taken down. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know how to strike a channel. I never. Yeah, and it's funny though because like a lot of people like, oh well, she's not legally um striking me because I didn't use her content. Well, it says here that you have to agree to the following statement. I have good faith and belief that the use of the material in the manner complained of is not authorized by the copyright owner, its agent, or the law. So that's why I said it's a fine line when it comes to striking somebody's channel because if you are literally calling them bitches and calling them names and a whole bunch of shit, yeah, your channel is deemed to be straight. You got to follow the guidelines and the laws. And the copyright strike law specifically says if you're going to reference somebody else's content, it cannot be in a belittling, harassment, bullying, degrading way. Yeah, he was just talking about it too. Yeah, because it's like something that people keep talking about. Like it's not just in this area; it's also in other communities too that are talking about it. So, and I'm like, did people not pay attention to Nick Avocado's videos? Because he basically broke this shit down. He broke this down, and this was around the same time that was happening when Olivia struck Melisandre, and I was like, well, I'm gonna jump on this too because this is a good topic and this is a good discussion to talk about. I mean, I was throwing other shots and shade towards Olivia at the same time, but that was neither here or there. But it was basically just to tell people about um, the copyright. and how everybody has rights. Whether if it's the person that did the strike or the person that received the strike, you have rights. Well, see, and then that's the thing. Like, it's hard to say, Bree, because in Tasha's defense, she can say that she was doing like a party in a way. And that's why I said it's a fine line. Like, you have to know what you're really saying in certain words. It's not like you have to think about, like, when you're doing satire, you have to think about it in a way like, they do on Saturday Night Live, or like, it's a real fine line. Like, you have to really, like, know what you're saying about this person. So you have to know the rules, you have to know the laws, you have to understand what YouTube considers to be community guidelines, and it's just, I feel like everybody should read it. Everybody should read the fucking rules. Read the shit. Just protect yourself and know your rights when it comes to this, because you can really fight it to the T if you really wanted to. If you're really that adamant and you're really about your shit, and you're really taking YouTube seriously, and you're like, you want to do this, I suggest you do your research and you read up on it and know the difference between what is satire, what is acceptable satire based off of YouTube rules, and what is copyright and what is abuse and all that. So yeah. YouTube determines if you can be a YouTube partner based on you having 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hour watch time, and that's when you become monetized. And usually, when you become monetized, you become a YouTube partner. And that was something that originally started way back when YouTube first started, monetizing people's channels, and allowing them to get paid on their videos. And what they were doing was, um, they were making people YouTube partners, and it was rare that that was actually happening. I think back then it was only like a good 100 people, maybe 50, that were actually selected to be YouTube partners. And what they say about YouTube partners is that they give them a 7-day grace period where they don't get any strikes, they don't get nothing. So you can apply for those 7 days, but um, once those 7 days are done, it's free game for you. You get paid by your views, and how you get paid by your views is based on the CPM. And what CPM is that basically, an advertiser says, I'm a bid this amount of money so that this video goes on to this type of person's video. What they do is they set a certain amount of settings when it comes to their ads and who their target audience is, and whoever gets like those type of views and the type of amount of views that they want are willing to bid on. So for everything, like, say if the advertiser says, I'm willing to pay $6 for this ad to be on this person's view, the YouTuber gets a percentage of that money per 1,000 views. So if you're making like 1,500 views per person per video every single day, you're not really making that much money. Now if you're getting like 40, 50,000 views, you're making that kind of money. So every single day. People that are getting like 100,000 views, 200,000 views every single day when they upload consistently every day, they're making bank. So um the views are figured out. And then when it comes to like super chats, YouTube takes a huge nice chunk. They take like 50%, 45%, 50% of the super chats. So you're not really making them a whole lot of money. Yeah, if you really want to make money, um, you have to be consistent, and you don't really have to come out of pocket for it. You just have to do it. Um, do it, do your research on tags and titles and what's trending. And that's how you get yourself out there. Um, that is true, Brie. They do act like they can't be reacted on. So yeah. Yeah, YouTube takes like 45-50% of your earnings. So um if an advertiser says, "Hey, I want to bet this $6," YouTube is taking like 45% of that. So you don't get the whole $6. You don't get the whole $6. And mind you, it's $6 per thousand views. So every thousand views, you're getting $3. Every thousand views, you're getting $3. So the views matters more than anything else. You can have 1,000 subscribers and get 1,000,000 views on a video, and if your CPM, it depends on your CPM. So if you're getting 1,000,000 views on one video and you have 1,000 subscribers, and your CPM is $1, you're not gonna make much off of that video. But if you're getting like $8, $9, $10 on a video, on a video, for the CPM, you're making like $4 or $5 off of it. So that way, um, you're getting paid. Yeah, just you have to be consistent. It doesn't matter if you do once a week. It doesn't matter if you do twice a week, every single day. Just be consistent. Let your audience know how often you're gonna upload so that they can be prepared for those videos. It's basically like, think about it as like a TV show. If you watch a certain TV show every single day or every single night on a specific day every week, just be consistent with it. I'm not consistent, as you guys can tell. I just randomly go live now because I don't have time to record a video and edit it. Now at school, that's why I told y'all I'm probably gonna be doing lives more often because I just don't have the time to sit here and edit a video. Yeah, consistency doesn't guarantee that people will watch, but it does help you when it comes to the algorithm. If you're consistent with it, the algorithm will keep pushing you out there because it's like, okay, this person um, is really wants to put their videos out there. That's part of, again, if people are watching it from, and watch time is the main thing too. Um, your videos have to be like very entertaining from the beginning to the end, because the more watch time you have on a specific video, the algorithm picks it up too. And that's what something that YouTube changed too. Like they changed up their algorithm to where it's now mostly the watch time. Likes and comments are a factor as well, but really it's at the top, it's your watch time. I mean, and then when it comes to like people watching your videos, promote yourself. That's something that I had to learn how to get out of. Like I used to be scared to promote myself and to, market myself. And even if people like your families and friends don't watch, promote yourself. Like you never know. You never know. And don't be scared to have a public, profile, because that's the only way people are going to be able to find you. And what I do sometimes is I take some of my video clips that I've done of like the vlog or something, and then I make a mini clip out of it. And then I post that on social media to try like a commercial or a trailer to try and entice people to come to my YouTube channel to watch the actual full video. I'm going in a different direction with my channel after I make these. And when I say like market yourself and promote yourself, research hashtags. Research has the hashtags plays a huge part, especially when it comes to Instagram. Utilize IGTV. Why not? On Facebook, you can get paid as well. You have to have 10,000 followers on Facebook on your Facebook page, but you can get paid on Facebook too. YouTube is not the only place that you can monetize yourself. Don't limit yourself. That's why I said don't limit yourself, and don't blame somebody else for the fact that you limit yourself to make money. IGTV is blowing up with sponsorships. People are making bank using IGTV because of sponsorships. And Facebook, you can get monetized on Facebook and make money on Facebook. Don't limit yourself to YouTube. YouTube is not the only place you can make money. People are making money on podcasts. I think Kiva, on I am Kiva, she talked about a podcast, making money on podcasts. YouTube is not the only place you can make money. Don't limit yourself to just YouTube. Monetize yourself on everything that you can find. And when I say monetize, I mean use your audience and use the people that are already on your Facebook and your Instagram and do affiliate linking. Like, there's more to just a Google AdSense check. Um, and it takes a while because sometimes, when you do free products, it takes a while for you to build yourself up. But when you get to a point, sometimes you have to demand it, and people will say no. But there's times where you just have to be like, I'm not settling for a free product anymore. I know my worth, and I'm willing to, put myself out there and say that I do a damn good job, and I know I'm honest and all that when it comes to sponsorships. So sometimes you do have to demand it. I mean, everybody heard about, James Charles and the fact that Tatia, had to like push James to add demand more from the brand to pay him more. And that's why I said that there's so much money in marketing that, we don't have to compete with each other. We don't have to tear each other down. We can make money on this, and we can actually work together as a way to where we can all make money on here. Um, Reactions and T channels, they don't really make a whole lot of money, especially when it comes to sponsorships, because it's the brand's reputation. You know what I mean? The brand's reputation really doesn't like having that negativity and that drama in it. Some companies don't really give a shit, but for the most part, the real big money maker ones that you want, they're not going to invest the money into a lot of T channels. You can with like advertisements, meaning like how you do podcasts, like how Cloud Chaser does. Like they're killing it when it comes to the advertisements and the sponsorships. Um, and the way they do it is very tasteful, and you don't have to get like a huge sponsorship in order to make money. Affiliate links is a huge market, and a lot of people kind of dismiss it. Um, collab collaborations do work. I'll do a collab with you. I don't have a problem doing collabs with people. And I tell people all the time, if you want to do a collaboration, hit me up. I'm down. I'm not gonna be like, "Ew, I don't want to work with you." I'm not like that. And if we live close to each other and you want to meet up in person and actually do a collab, we can do that. And we can figure out a way to come up with some type of content to, even if like, guys, I'm down for clickbait and some, even though it's against the terms and conditions, but there is a certain way that we could do clickbaits where it's not against terms and conditions of YouTube. Um, Tomlinson is a website that you can use. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. Mhm. You're a mess. Yeah, when you make money on podcast, you can, and you can get sponsorships, and even reactors can get sponsorships. It's just you have to maneuver and figure out a way to go around the bend of things because your content is not really family friendly, if that makes sense. Like, if that's what that, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, the money maker is the family friendly sponsorships. The resorts, people that get sent to resorts and stuff, they don't get paid for that because the sponsor is fitting the bill for you for travel fare and back and forth and stuff like that. But you know, who don't want a free vacation? Because I know I want a free vacation right now. But you can work around it to where you can get sponsorships. I mean, sponsorships is not hard, but you have to build yourself up. Like, you have to get the views. You have to get the views. And what I mean by the views, like, you need to be consistent with your views every single video. It can't be like, up and down. On average, I mean. And what I mean by average is your average videos every single day you get about 1,500, and that's, or 2,000, and people want to see that, and they also want to see you engaging with your audience. If you're not engaging with your audience, then most of the brands don't really give a shit about you because they don't. Then that means that they feel like that your numbers are fake. Yeah, she's not ratchet with it. She's all soft, like she's all like monotone, not monotone, because it's like weird how to explain Brit's conversation when she talks. It's like, I don't like, it's so chill, and it's like I don't give a fuck. But it's funny though. It's like very funny and like comical at the same time. What's that one character that I'm thinking of? I can't think of his name. It's a character that like you talk like, but it's like funny. It's like you didn't even say shit, and the shit's funny. I think it's funny. I'd be like, no, she did not. Brooke did not just say that. Yes, you get paid for lives. In most cases, when people click on the live, an ad automatically starts up. In most cases, um, and that's usually how we get paid for ads. I mean, on for lives, and then we also get paid through super chats. So people can hit the little dollar sign at the bottom of the chat and send money. But I tell people not to do that. Don't send no money. Don't send me no super chats. I don't want no super chats because you're not really sending me no money. You sending YouTube money. So don't do that. Yeah, but people don't think that you don't get paid for lives. Yeah, don't send you don't if you want to send some money, send my cash app and I'll do a little something freaky. No, I'm kidding. I won't do I just do that because I get trolls all the time. They be like, you shake a little something. I'm like, yeah, send me some cash app. Send me some money. That's how I troll the trolls. That's usually the trolls I get. Talking about shake a little something. Boy bye. The only thing that's gonna be shaking is my cash app, my bank account. Send me some money. I need some money. That's all I'm saying. Don't forget to share. That's what I'm saying. I'm definitely sharing. I do put my cash up, but it's only if there's trolls in here. I only share my cash app with the trolls. And some people do send me stuff for the kids. They usually just message me for it. Some people do like some of the trolls do send it, and I'll be like shocked. But they wait until after the live, thinking that I'm actually gonna do like a one-on-one with them for a Skype session, and I'm just being like a dick. I'm being an asshole when I say that. It's not real. I'm not really going to send you no kidding. I'm not. We're not really having a Skype session. But they do. Like some people do send me cash apps. And then there's some people that actually join my channel and they see me post my cash app and they'll send me like a couple bucks. Not on like no crazy shit. So it does happen. It does happen. I do get people to send me cash app. And then there's some people that message me personally and they'll want to send me like a gift card or they'll send me money for the kids. And I usually don't say nothing about it. I usually just send them a picture or a video clip of the kids spending the money if it's for the kids. So yeah. So people do send me stuff. I just don't really unless they want me to. Like if they send me something or whatever, um, and they want me to put it on YouTube, they'll tell me that they want me like, can you do a video or something like that? And I've done that. But that was like a while ago. But usually people don't really care for it. Sometimes I'll say a thank you on my Instagram stories. But some people be like, some people send it anonymously. So I just be like, okay. Yeah. Like some people do, like I do, because that's mostly the trolls I get. I usually get the trolls that be like twerk it or shake a little something. Let me see a little something, girl. and and me being the asshole that I am, because I'm very sarcastic and I just like having fun. I just be like, only if you're gonna send me, and I'd be like $200. And I always do that because I'm like, hey Marcella, because I always be like a dick because I have a lot of friends Not a lot of friends, but I do have a couple of friends that are sex workers. Some are dominatrix or they do phone sex. And they be like, girl, don't be doing nothing for free. They be yelling at me all the time. They be like, you better not do nothing for free. and they be like, don't be turning it down either. My friends are funny. And I met them on Facebook too, but we met in real life. So it's like funny because they be telling me, they be like, don't be turning it down. And I have friends that and like I have a friend, she does Playboy. Like she's a Playboy model for Australia, and she says the same thing because she's a sugar baby, and she's like, "Girl, they're real." I think it's funny. I try, but I just like I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know, maybe it's just weird to me. I try. Girl, it's real work. My friends, they be hustling it. They do. They don't play no games. And they be cussing me out. I try. I'm just naturally like I like conversating with people. So it's like after a while, it's like forget the money. Like I'm enjoying the conversation. I'm having fun. Like I'm meeting real people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Especially older people, like older guys and older men. Like I just like picking their brains because they've lived life and they have life experience. So I always end up forgetting that I'm supposed to be doing it. It always ends up not working out for me. So that life is not for me, but I support them. So I support them in real life, girl. Like I support you if that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But for me, it just never works out that way. But I do it to the trolls though, and it always ends up for on here on YouTube. It always ends up working out. Sometimes they just be bullshit, and then there's times where I actually do like they'll actually send me the money and be like, when we gonna have a Skype, and then I have to block them and spam them. I'm like, oh shit, they was serious. I wasn't. Put them in the spam box or block them because they really wanted that Skype session. And I mean bullshit. But yeah, the girl, it be real out here in these streets. It do. I have one guy, he's nice though. He'll send me money once in a while, but we don't really ever talk. Ever. We never talk. It's not a conversation that we don't talk at all. And he comes around like he talks to me like randomly, but he don't send me a whole lot of money. It'd be like $20. I like that $20 though. Thank you. That's why I was like, Pop up giving out money. Okay, Pop up. I want $1. He was asking the kids, "Do you want $1?" Yes, I want $1. Yeah, my one friend, she's a dominatrix and she makes some banging money. Like she bought 2 houses. She runs a business. Like that girl makes money. And I always ask her questions. I would like I'm actually like I be telling her, I'd be like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get into this, and I chicken out. I can't do it. I chicken out. Because I be breaking her brain about it. I'd be like, so what do I do? And what are your thoughts? And then I'd be like, I'm gonna do it. And I never do it. I be trying. I'm not built for that life. I'm gonna stick to the shit that I know. I'm gonna stick to the social media stuff. I'm gonna stick to that. Cause it'd be enticing. It's so tempting when I see her post on Facebook. It is so tempting and it's so enticing and it's so like intriguing to see that lifestyle. And same thing with my friend that she does like Playboy, like when she does the Playboy video photo shoots and stuff. And it's like it's so intriguing. And I'm like, I could do that. I could do that. I even said it before, like I in my mind I can think that I can be a stripper, but I'm not built for that. I'm not built for that life. I support everybody else that's down for it though. I mean, if you want to make your money like that, girl, do you. Make your money. Girl, you're always getting food. Every time I turn around, every time Britt comes on here and I go live or she's on somebody's live, she's always getting food. Hook me up. I want some food. Give me some food. Shoot. beat. Girl, they be the stuff she be talking about, my friends be talking about on Facebook. I be like, but it's funny though because it's like deep on it's like I can relate to it because I mean I read 50 Shades of Grey and I'm into all that. Like, would I try it and allow Leon to beat me? Fuck no, because I will fight back. But fantasy wise and like in my mind, I'm for all that. Yeah, I didn't eat much today either, but I don't know. I know deep like us moms, like we're adults, we're having a conversation, and us adults, like let's be real, like we think about that nasty shit, but are we really for it? No, because I will fucking nigga up if he hits me. Do not touch me with that whip. I will fuck your ass up. Don't you think about it. Don't even think that you could talk to me like that, nigga. No, we will be fighting. But when you read it and you watch it, it's like it's very interesting. Hey, Divine. I mean, it's just interesting. Like that world is very interesting. I read it like I watched the documentary about that world. I'm just saying, mommy on the budget. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like I will fight you. You would get Medea with the hot grits on the on the stove. If you think about talking to me like that and you put your hands on me like that, like we gonna fight. But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, let's get it. Like, let's do it. But then no, I'm ready to fight somebody. I mean, it's just interesting to me. I'm so fascinated with so many different like parts of the world. Like I watch documentaries on a lot of things. And I was saying earlier today that I watched this one channel, it's called Ant Canada, and this dude, he creates like habitats for ants. Like I watched so many weird things, like things that you would be like, girl, deep down we could be best friends. I mean, I know I'm not the only one. I know this is the reason why I have supporters on this channel. That's why I watch mukbangs. I posted a video on my community tab about eating marinated raw crabs. Like I'm so fascinated about like this culture and how they eat their food, but I will never do it. I watch the mukbangs, even though I don't understand what they're saying. I mean, they have like the English captions, but still, it's just like, and I was watching, and the girl, she was like, I guess it translated that she was saying like the flavor is art. I was like, okay. I'm glad that you expressed that because like that is so fascinating that you related that flavor in your mouth to be art. I'm hungry too. I think Leon's gonna make what is it? Sausages. I think he's making sausages and rice and vegetables. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's so weird and funny to me. It's funny. And I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable talking about this stuff. But I feel like we can have this conversation and we could be open with each other and have open dialogue. Girl, food is my first love too. I love food. My eyes are so irritated from the freaking contacts. I want to take all this makeup off and be free. I'm about to take all this makeup off. Girl, yes. I be watching ant fights and bees and beetles fighting. I get lost. I'm so weird in that shit. It's not weird, but it's like I get consuming that stuff. And then I watch documentaries on everything. Even if it's like something at first that it's like, I'm not gonna watch this, but then I'll turn it off and be like, I'm not gonna watch it. But then it always entices me because the title, the picture, the description is like really enticing me to want to watch it. And then I watch it and then I just be like, I learned something new today. But yeah, food is like the number one for me. I'm always watching mukbangs. I'm always watching food channels, like cooking stuff. They actually are. They actually came out with a beta where they're gonna start doing stuff about 18 and plus. Like channels that get the yellow dollar sign, they're gonna start allowing advertisers that talk about 18 and plus stuff. They're gonna allow people to get monetized with those things and so that people can make money. So yeah. Yeah, girl, I love the Animal Planet. Me and the kids can sit and watch the Animal Planet for hours, including the baby. Like, she is so fascinated with animals. Like, we can sit and watch the Animal Planet for hours. That's like one of our go-to things. Like when we watch together as a family is the Animal Planet. Like we're in sci-fi. Like anything to do with sci-fi and science, like the galaxies and the planets and stuff. We're always into that. Like that's what we usually watch. But yeah, they are about to come out. Like it's like a beta that they're doing. They're about to come out with advertisers that um are about 18 and plus, like sex toys and all that. Yeah, they're about to start doing that because they're trying to figure out a way for like the channels that got hit with the copa. They're trying to figure out a way for them to make money too. But I don't think they're going to get those kind of videos. I mean, those kind of ads on their channels. But this is more for people that curse, people like your channel that want to talk about sex, and channels that are like, you know, cannabis friendly and stuff like that. Those are the channels that they're really trying to gear that towards. Hey May, you ain't missed nothing, girl. We were talking about a wide different of things. I know people are probably like, this channel, like this live is all over the place, and Vicki is weird. She's having discussions about stuff that she never talks about, and she's laughing and she's being weird. We're talking about a lot of things. But yeah, that's what they like. It just came out like it was like a an announcement that they had an article about. Girl, we was talking about sex. We was talking about striking channels. We was talking about explicit conversations. We was talking about dominatrix and being a sugar baby and sex workers. We was talking about a whole bunch of stuff. So we covered a lot of bases on this chat. I probably won't get monetized for this live, just so y'all know. Yeah, they do. They show a lot of stuff, but for a lot of people, like a lot of channels, it's really for educational purposes. Um, and so they get hit with like they don't get no ads. So I guess advertisers went to YouTube. It was like we're willing to put our our ads on your channel on these videos and stuff because we see the high demand for it. But you know, certain content will allow because you have to like the same way that they put up for the copa that is the same thing that they're going to put up for like channels like that. They're going to be like, well, are you since you're 18 and like because they have that option since you're an 18 and only channel, uh are you open to these type of ads? So they're going to allow it eventually. But yeah. Ugh, my eyes are burning, guys. My eyes are burning. That's the only thing that sucks about these freaking contacts. Hey, Tyrese. That's the only thing that sucks. And then I've got this mascara on, and I think it's also this mascara because it's Wet and Wild and it's cheap. And you know how it is when you buy that cheap stuff and your eyes start watering. Really? Oh my goodness, really? But see, I think it should be fair. I mean, that's just me. I think it should be fair for like certain channels like that that should be able to get advertisements too. I don't think, they should be excluded from being able to make money, especially if it's educational and it's a discussion, or if people decide to do sex. I can't talk. Smoke sessions, because I see a lot of YouTubers that do that, and I'm subscribed to a couple channels that do that, where they roll blunt or got a bong and have discussions, or they talk, and I don't see why they shouldn't get monetized, why they shouldn't get ads and get paid too. I mean, why not? Do I coupon? I do coupon. I don't do like the extreme couponing. I'm like trying to ease myself back into it, but I do coupon. I use iBolta. I use Checkout 51. I use the Walmart app. I use regular coupons that I get, since we don't have a newspaper in our city anymore. We get our newspapers in the mail. I mean, we get our coupons in the mail now. They come in the mail. We don't get them in newspapers anymore. We don't have the newspaper in the city shut down. And my professor, he said that when social media blew up and they had a meeting, and they pretty much was like, they took it as a joke. So they didn't get in line with the trends of online, the internet, and they went out of business. I have a friend of mine, she has her own newspaper as well, like a newsletter type of a thing. It's called inthecity.com. And she writes articles, and other people from the city write articles about what's going on in the city. I should do a video on the new YouTube rules. I should, but I figure I do a lot because I ain't got time to be sitting down, making a video, editing it, putting all the good stuff in it so that y'all can see it, and then uploading it. That's why I'm doing a live, because I really don't have time. Like, I haven't picked up the vlog in a while because of school. Like, now it's the second week of school, and well, technically the third, but the second week where we're actually like getting slammed with homework and stuff. So it's like it's hard for me to. Yes, please. I appreciate you. Give me kisses, boo boo. Why you make that face? I want some kisses. You love me no more. Yeah. He's like, nope, not while you're on live. And like, I'm not giving you no nothing, and you're on live. It's okay. It's all right. I'll get it later. Oh damn, she almost got hit. Oh no. You still get flyers. Um yeah, we get the inserts. I'm talking about the coupon inserts. You know how in the newspapers you get all those coupon inserts? Well, we don't get them in newspapers because we ain't got no newspaper. We get them in the mail now. Along with like the fast food coupons and everything. We get those now. Yeah, we do Family Dollar. Well, Leon mostly does Family Dollar, but I give him the coupons, and it works from because he's mostly into Family Dollar. I mean, he used to work there, so like he knows the ins and outs of how Family Dollar works. So, and he's like, man, we can kill it with the couponing at Family Dollar, and he is right. But me and him, like, I just be like so exhausted with everything else. So I'm trying to get back into couponing. I want to get back into it to where it's like the extreme couponing. I want to be like how they do on extreme couponing. I want to get back into that. But I'm like easing myself back into it. They have free detergent. The Family Dollar usually does like the free detergent, the free shampoo and conditioner, and like the free styling products and all that. That's the place you need to go. If you really want to coupon and get the bang for your buck, Family Dollar and Walmart are like the two best places to go. My day was good. Um, a little exhausting because I actually had to walk to school. I had to push the baby to school. This is how today went, if y'all are wondering. So Nana wasn't here. I don't know if you heard a little bit of the snippet, but Nana was at the hospital with Pop Pop because something happened with him. He's fine now because obviously he was handing out money and I was trying to get me $1. So I walked. The way me and Leon's schedule is that like his class ends at like 11:50 and my class starts at 12. So we have like that 10-minute time frame to like switch off with the baby. So, and we've done this before, like when he used to work first shift slash second shift, and then I used to work third shift, we would kind of like switch off with the kids. So that way, we both could work. And that's usually how we always did it. And so it kind of works out with our school schedule. So I took the baby, I packed the baby up in a stroller, and we walked down to the school. And then when Leon was done with his class, we met up, and then I traded the stroller off with him so I can go to class. So that's pretty much how we did it. I should vlog it so that you guys can see what it's like for us to like do our trade-offs. And even if Nana's here, she'll pick, like, ask her to usually take me to class, and then she'll pick Leon up, but we usually have the baby in the car with us, and then we pretty much just like switch off. But if like Leon has some, like, usually when he has like physical therapy or something, Nana just sits with the baby and stays at the house because Journey comes home. Because his physical therapy usually runs over at the same time I have class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. My eyes are so irritated, guys. It's not even funny. Like my eyes are burning right now. I'm about to take all this makeup off. And so like on Tuesdays and Thursdays, he has physical therapy. So Nana usually stays here until one of us gets home. Usually I get home. Leon gets home before I do, because I usually stay after school for a little bit, to try and get whatever I need to get done, like print out papers or whatever like that. So when we used to work, I used to work third shift, and Leon, when he was working at Family Dollar as a manager, he would try to get off like right before 6 o'clock. Um, like he would try to get home like around 3 o'clock, 3, 4, like the latest would be 5, 6, the max, because he's kind of pushing it. And then he would come home and then I would run out the door to go to work. That's usually how we used to do it when we was both working. And if it turns out to work out that way where we're both working again, I usually don't mind taking third shift because I don't mind working third shift. I actually hate working first or second shift. Personally, I hate working first or second shift. So if me and him were to go back to work, he would most likely do first shift and I would do third. But we're trying to make it to where we both make enough money so that we can get childcare. So that way we don't have to worry about doing like the different shifts. I mean, it worked out for us before. I mean, you do what you have to do and you make it work somehow, some way. So if it ever push comes to shove to where like we both will have to go back to work, that's probably what we'll do. So that way we don't have to worry about childcare. Girl, I understand that feeling. You gotta hide your food. Girl, you better hide and eat your food. At the face I made, what face did I make? Oh, my eyes are burning. I think it's the eye makeup. I think it's the mascara that's irritating me. I thought it was the contacts, but I think it's this mascara. I think I cannot wear it anymore. Womp, womp, womp. See, trying to be cheap. It never fails. I try to be cheap and it didn't work out. Ugh. I was trying not to spend like $12 on a mascara. I was trying to be LG, but and it didn't work out. No, my eyes are burning. Uh-oh. I don't think I have any more makeup wipes. No, unless they're downstairs. But yeah, girl, my eyes are irritated. And I think it's this mascara. I thought it was the contacts, but I think it's the mascara because it's Wet and Wild mascara, and Wet and Wild is cheap as all heck. So I think it's this. I think it's the mascara that's irritating my eyes. That's why I keep going like this, because my eyes are hurting. Like I can't, and then like my eyes are blurring up. Like I got something in my eye. Like there's like a film over my eye, and I can't see. Like I'm like, what the hell is wrong with my eye? I think it's this mascara. It's irritating me. I think that's why it got in my eye. Because I thought it was the contacts, but my eyes still feel the same way after taking out my contacts. Oh, thank you, baby. Can you bring me the sriracha sauce? I appreciate you. So yeah, I think it's the mascara that's bothering me. I thought it was the contacts. And I don't have any. I can't find my makeup remover because it kind of sucks because this is supposed to be waterproof makeup and it's like literally coming off. It's supposed to be waterproof mascara, waterproof my ass. That's why my eyes bothering me. Thank you, baby. Can you bring me those other wipes? Yeah, these wipes suck. Yeah, like this eye is not burning anymore. So I think it's the mascara. Not using that anymore. Never again. No, it's not my first time wearing them, but that explains why the one time I did wear them and I was on live and I remember my eyes was irritated then and remember I kept saying like my eyes are dry and I need to take out my contacts. I wore that mascara that time and ever since then I haven't wore that mascara. I've been wearing the Lancome mascara and the Lancome mascara hasn't been irritating me. But the problem with the Lancome mascara is that it's not waterproof. So when my eyes tear up because I deal with allergies, um, yeah, I know it's fine. It runs, and then my whole eye is all jagged up. Like it just sucks when you wear contacts and you have allergies and you want to wear eye makeup. That's the only thing that sucks. And the only thing I like these wipes, but the only thing that sucks about these wipes is that they're drying. Like I noticed that my skin around my eyes are drying out because of these damn wipes. Uh, it's not working. Hmm. I'm gonna have to go wash my face off. And I don't care about my face. It's the end of the day. Yeah, never again am I wearing that mascara. So if you're like me, because my eyes was tearing up all day because I was walking and it was windy, so I'm not surprised. Mascara, I hate when they say mascara is waterproof and it's not. That mascara is not waterproof. It's not. Obviously not. So I'm gonna eat dinner. It's just white rice with corn, string beans, piece of sausage, and butter bread. Who eats butter bread with everything? Because I do. We eat butter bread with everything. Well, what lunch and like dinner. See, Divine. I mean, Brie. It's like the most easiest extra thing to put on the plate for kids. Ah, and they'll actually, even if they don't eat nothing else on the plate, at least they eat some bread, eat something. And I say that because the baby, she's pretty picky about what she eats. And so, like me and Leon, we kind of alternate nights when it comes to dinner. Sometimes the oldest girls, they'll cook dinner. It just depends. Most of the time, they usually only just make mac and cheese and hot dogs, or grilled cheese. Or they'll make grilled cheese sandwiches. Um, but they don't really make like a full course meal. Like they're not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna have them sit here and make fried chicken and shit, or bake something in the oven, or they'll make breakfast for dinner. Like they'll make eggs and bacon or something like that. But rarely do they ever like cook. But for the most part, me and Leon just cook. And the rule is whoever takes out the meat for that day has to cook. It's usually the rule. It's usually how we do it. So it's usually not like because sometimes there'll be days where I'll cook like 2 or 3 nights in a row, and then there's times where Leon will cook 2, 3 nights in a row. It just depends. Mm-hmm. Leon does like to cook, but um sometimes he can't because of being in too much pain trying to stand there. Like he's more into baking. Like he loves to bake cookies, but and like baked goods and stuff, but it's like hard for him to stand there and do it. Like with me, I don't mind making like every night I wouldn't mind making plantains. It's like the cheapest thing that you can buy. You can buy plantains for like 2 to 3 for $1, and it's really filling. So, like, I don't mind making plantains, like, every night, but it's just, like, they're so hard to peel and, like, prep and stuff that, like, my arm hurts so bad because I believe I have carpal tunnel in this arm. I just haven't gotten it checked yet because it hurts so bad. Like, there's days where I'm sitting here and I'm in so much pain because my arm is in so much, like, it's too much. And that's from, like, the repetition of doing the same thing over and over again when I worked at Kohl's, because I worked in a warehouse as a picker. But if he really wants to, he'll sit at a chair and bake some cookies. Leon don't care. He'll bake some cookies if we really want them. Ooh, this is so spicy. My nose is running. Ooh, it's so spicy. Added too much sriracha sauce. Yeah, we love plantains in this house. I will make them more often, but it's just the prep work is so much work, and they sometimes the kids will help me, but my arm, my arm can't deal with the peeling and all that. And depending on how you make plantains, it depends on how you make them because there's different ways you can make them, and depending on each way that you make them, like the constant mashing and everything, it's a lot for my arm. Yeah, they're good at any stage. I usually wait until they're like dark because they're good that way. But everybody, they pretty much like them when they're green. It's easier to deal with when they're dark, like pretty much like kind of ripe, overly ripe. Mm. Oh dang! Oh my god, my nose is running because of how spicy I made it. What do you say? No. Journey loves me. I'm not gonna say nothing. He wrote me a note to apologize for because my computer is jacked up. Um, because he downloaded a whole bunch of crap on it, so I think I have a virus or a spyware or something on there. And he wrote me a note to apologize for doing that. Johnny cakes, yeah, I've had those. Yeah, I mash them and fry them. I make mango. It's so good with mango. I make the sweet ones. I make them all different kind of way. We all like them. Well, I should say all the kids. They prefer them when I fry them. And that's a lot of work, especially for all of us. I have to get like a good 12, a bunch of them. I have to make at least like 12 plantains when I make them fried because they like them so much that making enough just for everybody to eat one time, that's not gonna work. I gotta make like I gotta make enough just so that everybody can get like thirds. I forgot my drink. I don't get it. Dang it. Oh yeah. And I'm having heartburn. Gotta put too much sriracha sauce on there. Hi, baby. Oh gosh. Yeah, come upstairs so I can change your button. Mom, yeah, that was this morning. Then I went to school. It's 3 lives now. What? What? When you going bye-byes? Everybody going bye-byes. Oh gosh. What? I know you pooped. You gotta go upstairs. All right, I'm about to get off of here because she pooped and all the other kids, were eating, and I've been on here for like 2 hours now. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Why are you doing it? You want to fight? All right. And thank you guys for stopping by. Bye.